So a woman goes into a CVS, not the beginning of a joke, the beginning of a unfortunate story about the state of America. Her name is Camilla Hudson, and she runs into a store manager, and his name is Maury Matson. So let's show you Maury Matson. He's gonna get animated because he thinks that Camilla might be up to no good. So what was the essence of the problem? Well, they say Matson claimed that he did not recognize a coupon that Hudson was trying to use, which led to his calling the authorities. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing you call the cops over. I thought you would say coupon's invalid, you got another one, etc. Now, it turns out the coupon was not invalid. It was a manufacturer's coupon. It was a perfectly good coupon. Calling the cops, that seems a bit extreme. But let's find out more context. Hudson said when she asked for Matson's name, quote, he became agitated and rude. Now, when you asked for her name when you were calling the cops, I think it's fair for her to ask your name. Hey, you're calling the cops on me. I got a normal coupon here, what's going on? And she went on to say, quote, I had zero concerns about the police being called. Now, look, if you're the store manager and you're about to call the cops on someone and they say, here's how you spell my name, and I have no concerns about it, and it's over a coupon, at that point, does it register that perhaps you're making a mistake? No, he picks up the phone anyway. Now you're gonna see his hand shaking here because he got nervous when he started calling the cops. Camilla Hudson says in our Facebook page, that's not a condition he has. He wasn't like that before. In fact, he called the cops the first time. She didn't get that on tape. And the cops said, yeah, that's not a thing, and hung up on him. He called back on the cops, and the cops, by the way, like, give the credit to the cops in Chicago, because they're like, you want us to come arrest this woman for what you think is a bad coupon? No, right? So here he is on the phone with the cops the second time, and that's when she starts taping.
It's a female? She's wearing a green.
Tell them I'll be here when they arrive. That I will be waiting for them to arrive.
A white.
You can tell them her name is Camilla Hudson. I have ID and we'll share it.
Camilla Hudson. And it's probably spelled Camilla.
You got it exactly, like the river.
Maury, Morry. Matson, Matson. African American.
Black. No, I'm not African American. I'm black. Black isn't a bad word.
All right, thank you.
I'm black. And I'll be right here. Who doesn't love that attitude? Well, unfortunately, a lot of people in this country. All right, a CVS corporate spokesman said that the company has, quote, begun an investigation and we will take any corrective action that is warranted to prevent it from happening again. They also went on to say, we have, quote, affirm non-discrimination policies in place to help ensure that all customers are treated with respect and dignity. My guess a lot of the right wing will say, oh yeah, there they go again with the not discriminating. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but a huge part of the client base for CVS and all the other corporations in America are African Americans, Latinos, Asians, Jews, Muslims, etc. They got to sell to all of us. That's why corporations have a lot of problems, but one of the things that they do at least get right is, hey, we try not to discriminate because it's counterproductive. Free market, that's what it calls for. But the right wing are like, non-discrimination. What are you angry about? Do you want them to have a discrimination policy? I'm not even sure what you're asking for. Anyway, I also wanted to tell you that because, look, it's not necessarily CVS's fault. If CVS sees this and goes, yeah, whatever, no problem, that was not an issue, then it's their fault, right? You got one random store manager in the middle of the country. What do? You go profusely apologize, which Camilla Hudson says they did. And you try to make it right and make sure that other people are not discriminating. Okay, so let's go to Maury Matson. Who is he? Maury Matson was a state delegate for President Trump's presidential campaign. Of course he was. And is running for alderman, great. Looking to be a politician, that's according to the Chicago Sun-Times. Can't wait for that. All right, more details on him. Mattson is politically active as a gay conservative, interesting, who's restarting the Illinois Log Cabin Republicans, which had lost members and shuttered after splintering over Republican politicians' efforts to take away their right to marry. He supported Donald Trump in 2016, obviously. So he's like, look guys, I know they used to hate us, but I think they don't quite hate us anymore. So can we go to like maybe supporting them as they hate others? Well, that seems like an interesting way to go about it. So he apparently was politically active in leading an effort to build a waterfront bike path to a beach near his home. As part of that effort, he got the government to make the beach's old seawall a historic landmark. That sounds like regulation. And worked to convince his racist neighbors that improving the beachfront would not mean they saw an influx of people from the south side. Well, that's nice, and we're giving you the full context, so that was him doing a good thing, and I'm in favor of bike paths. Okay, an opponent of his expensive bike path went to look at the signatures for a ballot measure and discovered that 5 of the 13 pages, the signatures were written by him. Oops. Mattson reportedly admitted that he had signed some of the signatures himself and used the address of the CVS where he worked for names. Mattson also told the local news site that he illegally collected the signatures over the span of a year instead of in the allowed 90 days. In other words, voter fraud. That's signature fraud. It's a little different. Election fraud, definitely. And he could be facing charges on those. And look at that. Oh, we're against regulation unless I want a bike path. Oh, they're doing voter fraud unless I'm doing the election fraud. And I don't know, man, you got a manufacturer's coupon. I better call the cops on you. All right. And is it a Trump supporter? Most definitely. Try to help him win the election. That's the state of the right wing in America today. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below. Then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.